Welcome up, welcome up, welcome up. Welcome up, soul family. Welcome up. Welcome up. I saw some people walk by. I got distracted. Welcome up. Welcome up. Welcome up. My name is Miss 11. Let me tell you something, baby. That dark night of the soul is a motherfucker. All right? Yeah, I said motherfucker. That's what I heard in my spirit yesterday. The dark night of the soul is a motherfucker. So I came on today just following my inner guidance, right? Because many people are going through a lot of things today, and there's no judgments of whatever it is, okay? Some people don't feel comfortable in their own skin. Some people don't even know if they want to be here on this plane or not. They may be thinking about unaliving them, whatever. Allow yourself to go through and feel whatever it is that you're going through so that you can heal it. All right. I know you probably heard that slogan. If you haven't, I'm going to repeat it for you. You have to feel it to heal it. You have to feel it to heal it. Some of you may have gone through some, childhood traumas, and whoever raised you was like, oh, you'll never be anything, or you're going to be just like your mom, or you're going to be just like your dad, or I wish I never had you. And they never supported you on anything. It was always give me, let me have. Your love was always, the love for you was always conditional. You had to do things for them in order for them to reciprocate the love they thought they were giving you, right? Yeah, this is for you. Go through what you're going through so you can come out on the other end. So you can look back and say, you know what? Everything I've gone through was a learning lesson so I can be whole and work on that wholeness for the rest of my life. Because as we heal, as we begin to heal, it's not a one size fit all, and it's not a one and done. Okay, it's just not. It's a continuous effort. It's intentional. All right, and I tell anybody that as you begin to heal, and we're all healing over something, there's levels to this. As we begin to heal, one, again, it looks different, and take your time on doing that. It's not a race against anyone else. We got this competition culture going on, right? And there's no competition in healing. Allow yourself to go through it, because it helps to empty you out. If you have to cry, cry to get it out of your system. If it takes you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, 11, 55,000 times, doesn't matter. Cry to get it out of your system, because you are not a victim of anything. All right, it's just something that you had to go through so that you can grow. On a very high level, all of us chose this path. Okay, especially my chosen ones, because the chosen ones are the ones who really have it rough and hard growing up. There was no comparison how they grew up. There was no one to show them the light. They had to be the light, had to draw from within themselves of a light that helped them in growing. It helped them in surviving, all right? But there's a moment in time that the soul no longer wants to survive. It wants to thrive. That's your inner spirit. And I just want to encourage you on your walk, because you are always in the right place at the right time. Say it with me. I am always in the right place at the right time. And here I'll share my 3 affirmations that I say to myself every day. I am healthy, I am wealthy, and I am free. I am healthy, I am wealthy, and I am free. Those are 3 things that the enemy wants to brainwash you about. All right. And the enemy is not always the people outside of us. It can also live within us, because if we haven't let things go, if we haven't forgiven people, then what happens? Our heart becomes hardened. It can become hardened. And once it becomes hardened, then we think the whole world is against us. But really, you're fighting within yourself, because you haven't let things go. And I've been there. And that was very, very early in my walk, in my late teens, okay? Because I had gone through so much growing up as a kid, and that my heart began to harden. And I learned how to be narcissistic. Oh, from growing up from narcissistic people who raised me. But it wasn't until my mid-20s that I really became more committed on changing. I didn't want to be that way, because a part of you can become bitter if you don't catch yourself. And I'm sharing this a little bit about myself is because no one is above learning the truth about yourself. And I mentioned earlier, I'm hearing this in my spirit, I mentioned earlier about the dark night of the soul, because it could be a very dark place. And I have been in a very dark place. It was so dark I couldn't even see my hands in front of my face. And that darkness was a darkness from within, because I wanted to heal. In order to heal, you have to go almost, I can't say almost, thank you, Spirit. You have to go to hell and back to heal. There's this passage in the Bible, if you believe the Bible or not, it doesn't really matter, but there are little pieces in there I pick up on that my spirit wants me to use as a reference. But even if you believe in Jesus, Yahshua, whatever that energy was, okay, even that person, that energy, had to go to hell to get the keys from hell. It's written in there. That was after that he was crucified. Upon his resurrection, he got the keys from hell. Same thing. We go through this dark night of the soul, call it what you want to, and it's more than once. It depends on how deep the trauma is, so we can get the keys of healing that and going to the next level in our lives. All right? In order to get to the light, you have to understand the darkness. I don't care what anyone tells you. I don't care what church, synagogue. I don't care where you go. That is fact. In order to get to the light, you have to go through darkness, because you wouldn't know the difference. You wouldn't know it was light unless you had darkness, right? Just like you need light to understand what darkness is. And vice versa. Same way the sun rises and the sun falls. We have to have that contrast so we can move forward. We would never know what we want. Oh, I got strong in that. I got passionate. Y'all, bear with me. I'm not preaching at you, but I do, because I'm talking to myself too. Because I had to learn this lesson, that we would never know what we want until we go through things to figure out what we don't want. And the only way that we come out of the cycle of what we don't want is when we get fucking tired of the shit. All right? Because we're sending ourselves through cycle after cycle after cycle of the same bullshit with different faces. And once you figure that out, I'm giving you a key. Once you figure that out, you say, you know what? I'm stepping off the hamster wheel on this situation. All right? Because there are other situations in which you will have to get off the hamster wheel. All right? Woo! There was a lot. And I hope you got that. And I don't want anyone to think I'm preaching at you, because I'm not. Because I'm really talking to myself. But I am also sharing what I'm getting from Spirit in terms of healing. People are just going through a lot today. And I don't listen to the news. I'm going to let you know that. It's going through a lot. And a lot of people don't have anyone to talk to. And, you know, I want to tell you, you're on your path. And this is a safe place, all right? And you are in a safe place, but you have to believe that. Okay? So a man or woman believeth, so are they. All right? So if you believe that you're rock poor, then you're going to be rock poor, because you're creating more of it. I don't care what your bank account says. You tell yourself that you're wealthy. You're a millionaire. You're a billionaire. Whatever the case. Because you don't have to. It's an illusion. Oh, thank you, Spirit. I got excited. You know, I get excited every time I come on here. Just going to have one card. One card, Spirit. Or I'll pick one. One card. Just one. Uh-oh. Several fell out, but I'll take the one that's on the top. It says, I am on my own timeline. I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. Ow, that's so befitting. I got one more. I'm going to get it. Hold on. That was a good card. I got it. I want to show it to you so you won't think I made it up. All right. Here's the second card. It says, magic always reveals itself when I'm willing to see it. Magic always reveals itself when I'm willing to see it. Be willing to receive, okay? Because it's all magic. You are your own magic. I am my own magic. And this world is magical because you can create your own life, whatever you want. I'm healthy, wealthy, and free.